Hey, this is Slap Out Lash Girl Melissa, and welcome back. We're going to do a summer look today. It is hot here in Alabama, and I got my ponytail on. I am not, I love my fake ponytails. Y'all know me. And so I'm going to put on some lotion under my eyes, to get this moisturized, because, our under eyes, we need that moisture. So today, it's going to be a summer glow look and some chit chat. I'll catch you up on my pacemaker stuff. Yes, I'm wearing this top, even though I got the pacemaker's right here, okay? You can kind of see the scar right there. So it's still a little bit, it's still got some healing to do, but it's doing really well. I'm doing well, so I'm getting used to it. It's been really hard. I can tell you that. So what we're going to do is you're going to use some BB cream. I've already put on Age Shield Face, this right here. It's Neutrogena, and it's a 70. So that's what you see on my face. That's all I have on my face. I did all my skincare and that kind of thing. But we're going to take this and we're going to layer some products, which you think, layer some products for summer? Yeah, just a little bit. I'm going to use a new foundation. And I've got some new blush. I have a new eyebrow pencil too that I've been using. I really like it. So y'all hang on and let's go get it done. Okay, so the other night on my Younique by Melissa page on Facebook, I did this look. Everybody loved it. And we were all kind of shocked because I just kind of threw it together. I did. And when I got through with it, I was like, wow, it really turned out good. So I want to share it here. I'm going to put just a little bit of matte primer. I don't know. I'm just kind of addicted to make sure that primer's on my face. And you don't need a whole lot. I'm just really going to put it right in the middle, just right where my skin would kind of break down, from oil throughout the day. And it gives you a nice little barrier between, your skin and your makeup that you're about to put on. Now, I am going to use a BB cream, the color Bisque in Younique's BB cream. And it's this color here. And you shake it up, make sure that it's all mixed together. It's hot here. You definitely have to have some sunscreen. Of course, that's got sunscreen, and always BB cream has some in it too. I think this one has a 15, if I'm not, I think that's right. And then the foundation I'm going to use has a 25 in it. So I'm doubling up on everything, especially the sunscreen stuff. All right, so we're not going to take a whole lot. I'm going to start off real minimal, and I'm just going to kind of dot it around my face like that, because I'm going to use a beauty blender to do this with. And let me get some more. I'm so glad y'all come and hang out with me. I'd be so lonely if you didn't. My scar's looking pretty good up here. I've been through a lot lately. It's been a trying year. My mom passed away, and then I got this. And I'm only 4 weeks out from having the pacemaker done. Now, I'm not putting the BB cream underneath my eyes. I never put anything underneath there, okay? I'm going to actually use something different. But I'm waiting on that moisture to get in. But BB cream is wonderful. Just blend it in. See how easy it is? And it actually gives you, it's not going to give you coverage, but it's going to make your skin look better than it should, than it is. That's what I say about mine anyway, because mine is always a work in progress. It is. I've got the brown spots, basically from sun damage I did all my life. I really need to have some kind of chemical peel, but you can't do that in the summer. That would be horrible. You couldn't get outside. You couldn't do anything. I'd have to be off work if they did that, because you'd be peeling. I'm going to add just a tad more, maybe right here in the front. And then we're going to go into the other foundation, a new one. It's by KOSAS. It's that Velour foundation. I went to Sephora and I found it last weekend, and I tried it. And let me just say, I really do like it. Now, it does have an SPF in it as well. It's got a 25, and this is it. Ta-da! Oh, and you know what? That's a lot of product in there. I really have enjoyed using this. I've used it twice since I've had it. I don't use the same thing every day. I like to change things up. I'm just that way. So let me grab all the things I need for this. And I got to get my under eyes going too as well. But I'm going to do my under eyes. I guess I could go ahead and do them first. But we're going to use this fabulous, fabulous foundation. Okay, I had to go find my clip and so I could get my hair back so you can actually see what I'm doing. So what I did the other night with this is I took and just put some pumps, a couple of pumps on my hand. And I did that 13 dot video last week. And so I thought, you know what? I'll just do the 13 dot again and we'll see how it works. And it worked out really well. I was shocked. So we have to do the 3 there and 3 there. This is real minimal. I'm gonna put 2 on each side here, right there. And I always like to put a little touch. Now I've done more than 13 dots, but last week we did the 13 dots. So what you're gonna do is take your beauty blender, and this is a moist beauty blender. This is the original beauty blender. It is my favorite one. I have used a lot of different ones, and this one is incredible. Now, I know it costs 20 bucks, but it's worth it. Let me just tell y'all. I've probably had this beauty blender, I know, a year and a half. And I've washed it, I couldn't tell you how many times, and it still works great. It has no holes in it or anything. So if you're thinking, I'm not spending 20 bucks on a beauty blender, you should think again. Because this will be the only one you'll have for a long time. And I use it every single day. Every single day. All right, I'm not going to do my concealer on camera because I've done that before. I have other videos on concealer, but I am using the KOSAS concealer as well. I love it. It is my favorite. I really like this too. See how pretty that is? Wow, it looks like your skin, but your skin just glows with this. I put it on the other night and I was just like, wow. You know, I'm going to come up here and see if I can dot just right where that scar is. Can't cover it up, but it's my battle scar. Yep, that's the scar I got when I had my wreck. I hit the steering wheel, and that's what that's from. I had 4 stitches there, and I don't know how many stitches I had over here on this, but we're healing. We're doing good. Okay, so let me show you something real quick though. I did put the moisturizer here, but the one thing that I have been doing before I put on my concealer is I use this priming set, Younique priming set. And what I've been doing, instead of putting something else there, some kind of gels, anything, I really, really like this. It's a great way to set your under eyes before you put on your concealer. And I take my finger like this, and what I do is just dab it across. And I do take it up into my temple because that's where I actually run the concealer up, you know, to give you a lift. Look, and you do the other side the same way. There you go. Make sure I use it all. Take it up. Now you're going to have to let this set. That's why I've got to let this set, and then I'm going to grab my concealer. I'll put my concealer on, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I got to thinking just a minute. Some of you probably haven't seen me do my concealer, so I went ahead and did this one side. I don't use a whole lot of concealer. This is a wonderful concealer, though. It is very creamy, and then I just put some dots right through there. That is all I use. That's it. And you just take your finger. Your finger is your best deal to use instead of a brush. Now, I have used a brush, but I really like I just use my finger, and I do bring it down through here. And I just pat it out with your finger. And moisturizing is the key to your under eyes. So make sure you put a lot of moisture there before you actually apply anything to it. Now you see how that's brightened it up? I love this concealer. Now the one thing I do, that sound good. I take my mirror and I kind of pull it out a little bit, and got something in my eye there. Hang on, let me get it off. It's one of those days, people. Let me pat that back. Okay. So once I look at it, I can pull this out, and if I don't see anything sitting in the lines, then I go ahead and put my powder on right then. I go ahead and set it, And I saw maybe one or two little places. There we go. Now I'm going to take BK Beauty's brush 108. It's great. And I'm take it's by Pores. Put it in my little top of the lid. And all you're going to do is just press it in. Don't swipe it across. Just press it. You don't want to move the concealer. You just want it to stay put. There you go. Just like that. And it will stay. And it's set. And then you don't have to worry about it anymore. Isn't that awesome? That I love, love, love these products. And everything that I show you is my tried and true that I do every single day. Now, I'm going to use some brow glue. I love brow glue. It helps my whole brows. I'm kind of non-existent with the brows these days. So I like to put this on before I start doing the rest of my face so it has time to settle, you know, and dry. Because when I go to put on my brow liner, then it'll be ready and I don't have to worry. It's going to really grab and hold that color all day long. This stuff really works. You can get this at Wally World or any drugstore, probably anywhere they have NYX products. Yes, that looks good. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do, I'm going to contour just a tad, not a whole lot. I'm not going to use, I usually use my Wonder Stick, but I'm not going to use my Wonder Stick. I'm actually going to use Younique's medium bronzer. And because I don't want this to be, it's supposed to be a light kind of summery look. And that's what we want. We want something really light and easy and not complicated. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take and use this color here. This is a matte. It is a matte finish. It's nothing shiny about it. And so I do come around my jawline like this and just tap it in. I'm using Younique's little contour brush. I like this brush. It's very soft and easy to use and very kind of compact and slanted. That's why I like it. So it's great for going right here and doing what I'm doing right now. It's just kind of putting that color right there. And then you're going to come over here. And we are going to do the set and prime. And that's what's going to bring everything together. So even if you get a little bit heavy-handed with this, the set and prime, Younique Set and Prime is a really cool product. It actually goes on, it feels kind of wet, but it's a powder. It's the craziest thing ever, but it works so good. It really works so good. And if you get heavy-handed with your makeup and you need to kind of blur it out, that's what it does. It changes your skin. It just gives you this beautiful, beautiful finish. And I did that the other night, and I was just blown away. I was like, I didn't even realize it would really do that, but it did do it. So there you go. So there's a little bronzer. And then I took, this is a ColorPop. This thing just has a number on it. It has number, like, I wish they had it in names. It says 25-8, it looks like, but I'll make sure I put everything down below. But this is a really pretty color for summer. It's kind of a salmon color, I guess, pinky and corally kind of. And what I do is you just put this on like this. It's not much to it. But it does give a nice, pretty glow. And here I come with my beauty blender again. And blend it in. And if you need to add more, you can add more. I didn't add more the other night. I just thought, you know, it's such a pretty color. And I think I got this in Sephora, I believe. I went to Ulta and Sephora, so I couldn't really tell you which one I got it at. But it is a pretty, pretty color. So there you go. So we're going to use the powder over all of this. It's going to be so cool. And I still have to do my eyes. I haven't done my eyes yet. And normally you would do your eyes first, right? Well, I'm not using powder eyeshadow. I'm actually going to use liquid eyeshadows today. And liquid eyeshadows are just gorgeous, and they're perfect for our mature eyes. They don't crease. They're touchable after you put it on. You need the liquid eyeshadows. Everybody that has tried them loves them, and you could actually just have one shadow and put it on, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to let that set for a second, and I'm going to grab my stuff for my eyes, and we're going to get started with the eyes, and then we'll powder everything at the end. Okay, so this right here is my favorite little duo. I actually have two favorite little duos. These are the liquid eyeshadows. Now, this one here has a shimmer. That first one here, that is Reverent. And then this one is called Admired. And it's a matte. Now it's kind of like a dark brown. And this one is like a rose gold. It's absolutely gorgeous. You can wear this one by itself. We're not doing that one today. We are going to use these two. Now these two are Overt and Promising. So Promising is this one and Overt is this one. And these are more matte. So if you're worried about a big shimmer and you're a lot older and you just don't like to do shimmers, then these two colors will be for you. I'm going to put this one on first. This one is Promising. And these have a doe foot applicator. You probably, if you've watched me a while, you know you've seen these before. And I love these. I absolutely love these. This is a pretty, pretty color. So what I'm going to do is one eye on camera for you. And then I'll do the other one off camera. And basically, you put it on just like that, right on your lid. And then you're going to take a brush. I'm going to use the Fluffy Crease brush, Younique's. And you're just going to take the brush and kind of blend it. It's so easy to do. So, so easy. And these dry really quickly. And I did put eye primer on, so I did that off camera. So I do use eye primer. I think you should use eye primer. You need to put a nice barrier between your eye and your your makeup, because eyelids get oily too, like everything else. Your hair. I'm trying to do the second day hair thing, and I'm not real good at it. My goal was 3 days without washing my hair. This is second day hair here. I didn't wash my hair now today. I thought, okay, I'm going to give it a try again. So I'm trying to learn how to do that. I have baby fine hair, and it's just so hard. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? That is such a pretty color. Now, I do like to use a little bit of pressed powder foundation. Yeah, on my eye. Sure do. And this one here is made with shea butter. This is Younique's. And let me find a little brush here I can use. I think I'll use this brush here. We'll use this one here. This is a BK Beauty. This is the Angie's Hot and Flashy brushes. I love them. Take a little bit, tap it off, and just kind of, I like to go across the top of my eye right here with it. It's so pretty. I don't like using something that brings a lot of light to it, but see how soft that is? I'm going to go ahead and do this eye while I got it out in my hand. And basically, there's a brown spot right there. And this is full coverage foundation. So if you have some discoloration on your eyes, this is a great thing to put on. You could actually probably put this on. I have done it before where I put it on my whole eye and then put everything else on it. But when I'm using the liquid shadows, I don't do that. I just basically will come back and do, if I'm going to use a powder eyeshadows, then I will do that. So then the next color we're going to use is Overt, this one here. And I'm going to blend it with the smaller Hot and Flashy brush. I love them. I have a code for those too. I'll have everything down in the description box. So what I'm going to do is basically right here at the corner of my eye, I'm going to draw a line right there. Just like that. So it almost kind of looks like a little wing. But you're going to take your brush and you're just going to kind of blend it out along the lash line and then upward. You're just creating an outer V. That's what you're doing. You're just creating some depth with this one color, and then you're going to bring it back like into your crease just a little there so you get that lift, and you can see how it kind of comes together. This is so pretty. And start with minimal. You can always add. It's really hard to take away. So I just think these are pretty colors together. The ladies the other night would just love them. And a lot of them went ahead and bought these two colors because they all like it as much as me. I love it. I absolutely love these liquid eyeshadows. Now, if you want to add a little more, you can always come and just touch it on the actual thing itself and then tap it off so you don't have too much. You don't want a whole lot. And then just come back and kind of stay here in the outer third, I would call it, or fourth, however you want to do it or say it. And I'm just kind of blending it in, trying to get that little nice shadow effect. But look at there. And they dry very quickly, okay? And then I'm going to show you a trick with the eyeliner, because we are going to use an eyeliner. And we're going to use the ColorPop, which is a Younique color. And I went ahead and sharpened it. Now, this is a pencil liner. It's not retractable or anything, but they glow on, they glide really easy right onto your skin. There's no tugging or pulling with these. Have you ever bought one where it does that? It tugs and pulls your lid and it hurts. These don't do that. So what we're going to do is, I'm not going, like us older ladies, sometimes we have more skin and sometimes it may lay here. And so you're not able to do a liner across your eye. So this is what I do. I take this and we are going to tight line, and I keep it really close. You see that? Really close to my lashes, just like that, and bring it down on that side. And then you can look at it and see it makes my lashes look like they're thicker. It gives a nice base for that. Now you can also take, I'm going to come back and use that same little brush and wipe it off on my hand, get everything. I'm going to use this as my liner, but I'm not going to line my eyes. I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to go across here like that and get some of this product. And we're going to take it and go right underneath. Right underneath. And that way, it makes it softer, but it gives you a little bit of color down there. Kind of brings everything together. Isn't that cool? That is so cool. Now we put mascara on too. I'll do that off camera. I always use 4D. And if you've watched me long enough, you know I have... You know how to use 4D for sure, because that is my favorite. Okay, so I'm going to do my other eye off camera, and then we'll come back and we'll try to do these brows real quick, or I could do the brows off camera too, and then that way, you know, you can see the color and how it finished out. Okay, so look, I did one brow for you. Can you see the difference? How much that lifts your eye is incredible. Now I'm going to take the same chocolate, and I just wanted to show you that I'm going to tight line just a tad, but only in the corner of my eye. Only in the corner. There, what do you think of that? Oh, I like it. I love this eye look. This eye look is like incredible to me. I just love it. It's so easy to do. It's going to stay all day too. So this is ColorPop's. This is their brow, let me see what they call it. Brow pencil. And I use the color Brunette is what I chose. And so I've already put the brow glue on there and it's done. It's ready for me. Now, basically when I start this, if you don't understand where to put your first placement, then you just come right here and do just exactly what I see. That dot, that's where I'm going. That's where my brow should come out to. Now, if I want to find my arch, I can simply go across here at my nose, and I know my arch is like right there, so you can put a dot there. And then where it's supposed to end is like way out here. You put a dot there. Then all you got to do is connect the dots. So what I would do is connect the dots first, and you'll take where this dot is, and you're just going to go straight over and go to that one dot, because that's my high point. See that? And then we're going to come back in and just kind of fill in, is what I'd normally do. Now this one doesn't work as well as Anastasia, but I do love the color. The color is what I like. And you know, I like to try different things. I'm not going to knock it. It's really easy to use. I like the fact that it's this color. This color's hard to find actually. And see, I'm just drawing that down to that other dot I made. You didn't know you could do that, right? Yeah, I bet some of you do. Y'all are smart ladies. Yes. Now I have to bring this out just a little bit more. And then I have to make this side match the other side. So I'm going to come up just a tad. Now, the spoolie is really important. You're going to do the spoolie. You're going to comb through it. I usually comb up and over. Up, like that, and then over. Now, see, I need a little bit right there. Can you see it? I can knead it right in that area there. They look even. Do I look like Groucho? No. I have such fun doing this. I'm so glad y'all come and hang out with me. I'm just a crazy Southern girl. I don't know. I really don't. I love girlfriends. I never had sisters, so, you know, I always wanted a sister. Now, I have friends who like sisters, you know, but I always wanted a sister. I had two brothers. I was hoping that my second sibling that came along after me, I was the middle kid. would be a girl, but either boy. So, not happening. Oh, I love it. I love this color. It looks so good. Let me straighten that out right there. And comb. There. Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. Pretty, girl. I have a lot of fun doing this. My mom, who passed away in January, gosh, time's moving on. You know, it's just crazy. I haven't seen her all this time. All her stuff is still here. I haven't done anything to her room. I just can't bring myself to do it yet. So, but she was a kind of a fashionista girl, lady, and so that maybe that's where I got it from. All of her sisters were the same way. So I loved being with them and growing up as a little child. So it was a lot of fun. They were a lot of fun. That's why I wanted sisters. My mom had 6 sisters, okay? 6. Can you imagine? 6 sisters. Now, what I'm going to do now is use that prime and set. Remember I told you about the prime and set? Now, this is it. This is the coolest stuff you will ever use in your life. Now, you're going to need a fluffy brush. And I'm going to use this big BK Beauty one. And it's number 105. I got something in my eye. I always have something in my eye. What is it? A hair is what it feels like. Oh, I'm so haphazard, sorry. Life is kind of crazy now. So what this does, when I take this lid off, there'll be product up in here, okay? You shake it. When you shake it, it activates it. It gets it going. So when you put this on your face, it's going to feel like a coolness to it, like it's wet, but it dries. And then everything is kind of blurred. It just, I don't know. It's an incredible product. Let me shake it up like this. And you can see how it kind of clouds up in there. And then you open it up. And then you've got some in the top. And then you're going to take it. You don't get a whole lot. Take it. I always tap it off. And then you're just going to dab it. Oh, that feels so cool. It does. It feels kind of wet. And then, but it's going to set everything on your face. Now make sure you definitely do your T-zone area. I'm going to get a little more for my T-zone. See, I don't have a whole lot on there, okay? Go around your nose. Go up and around, just like that. I set my whole face with it. But definitely the T-zone area. I don't know. It just softens everything. And you can always come back and add bronzer if you need to, but I like this look. I look at it and I go, and now it's all touchable. So everything that you've put on here is going to stay all day. I promise you. I was doing it the other day and I did the test. And here in Alabama, it's humid. And it really did work well. So that's the reason I like to put it on. But pretty much we got to do some lips and we will be done, people. Now, if you want to, you can always come back and add back a little bit of bronzer if you wish. I'm looking for my brush for my bronzer. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, here it is. And you can touch up a little bit of that, but you don't have to. I'm going to touch up just a tad, not much, just a little bit. Bring that warmth back in my face. There we go. There we go. Seeing that blush is playing peekaboo in there. Now to seal the deal, I use Seal the Deal, all right? So we're going to use Madison Beer. Look, I don't have much left. I actually have 2 new bottles, though. But see that stuff in the bottom there? You can get this at Ulta, I think, or Sephora, either one. But it's by MORPHE, and it's called Madison Beer. Her name, it's the girl's name, and it's called Seal the Deal. But when you shake it up, look at the golden goodness in that. Oh, girl. And that gets to go on your face. And you're going to use the blending bud. See how often I use my blending bud? Spray the blending bud like that. And then just place it right over where you put your blush. And you'll get this beautiful little glow. Girl, you know you want some. I can't remember how much. Sometimes if you go on the MORPHE website, they will have, and I always go down the center, they will have this on sale. But that's how I got the 2, because they had them 2 for $18, which is good, which is real good. So I'm going to come down here and kind of set all that. Here in Alabama, you need to set everything. I'm telling you, it's hot outside, and we're not even into August. Wait till August. Everything melts, pretty much. Everything melts. So let me find my NYX liner, and we're going to do a real quick lip. Okay, so now we're going to find, I found it. This is called Need Me. It's by NYX. And do I need to sharpen it? No. I usually keep this in my purse and take it with me. This is like my favorite lip liner. It is. Younique used to have one called Pouty, and it was this color, and they discontinued it. So I went to find a dupe, and this was it. And I absolutely love it. It's very creamy. You can see how easy it is that it just glides on. And I like all kinds of products. I know I'm a Younique girl, but there's a lot of stuff out there, people, you need to try. That's what I always say. You need to try it. You need to try it. And then I just fill it in. And I'm going to put like a lip gloss over this. Is what I'm going to do. Just, or maybe some lip butter. And this will be pretty. I have Luxe sitting here. Luxe is a very neutral color, and I think it'd be pretty over this. And I've almost used this whole thing. I need to order another one of these. This is a very neutral color, and so it go with anything. Isn't that pretty? I love lip gloss. I love these. I mean, this is a Younique product. It's called Luxe. That's pretty. Lordy mercy, that's pretty. Okay, I hope you have learned something today, and every time I get on here, I hope I've taught you something, you know, and I just love how this is so touchable. And I know when I walk outside into this heat that my face is not going to melt off. That's the whole point of putting on that setting prime. Now, you can use regular setting powder. You do not have to use setting prime, but if you really are out where it's really hot and you want it to stay, then it's a great, great product. I like Laura Mercier. I like its. Use whatever setting powder you want to use. But if you want to really make it stay, get something like that. I'll put the links to everything down in the description box, of course. So I hope to see you guys next Saturday. I love it when you come and hang out with me. I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. I did have a little scare. Did go to the emergency room. And because I had like a arrhythmia, I had this, my blood pressure was really high to me. And so, but really what it was the arrhythmia and the fastness of my heart. And so I did go to the ER and got checked out, and I was okay. And so I came home, and I'm learning to live with it. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm learning to live with this pacemaker and knowing that it's going to keep me going for a long time. So y'all cross your fingers. I don't have any more problems with this. It's been a real journey for sure. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. And I will see you next Saturday. If there's anything that you want me to touch on that maybe you need help with, put it in the comments. Leave me a nice comment. I would love to help you out with whatever you need to, try to do. Let's work together. That's what we do. I'll be 60 in September. I cannot believe that. Where do the years go? All right. We got to stick together, us older ladies. Yes, we do. All right. Y'all have a great weekend, and I will see y'all later.